videos, but
that on purpose?
I think do this. Bing bang bosh.
Did he mention that before the race that he was doing that?
Not that I heard. But
Otherwise, pretty goofy.
nice if the cringe fucking ass stream would sort itself out, please. Fucking close all this shit. So you've got to leave Discord open. Shit better not start jumping around, bro, because we've not had any issues all season. It's being really fucking goofy right now.
Bozo.
Anyway, welcome everybody to the Coleslaw Cup. Baku,
Hello.
the crazy course itself.
Yeah. Hopefully on this game it isn't as slippery as it always is.
Yeah, I understand it's slightly better from
good.
what I've heard. But we shall see. Okay.
So Brett Drives Fast actually crashed out.
Bro drove too
It's a bit
fast.
goofy. Sharia is also blocking the pit lane, and he is gonna be
That's also
disqualified as
insanely
well.
goofy.
I think this is what happened to Cake. Can you see it too, or is it just me bugging?
Is you bugging? You don't know I'm thugging?
No, but Sharia
Yeah,
is
no, I
stuck.
see him.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's a glitch as well. Yeah. Nice. Well, that's a good start.
So what's going on?
Maybe he'll escape. He's moving. He's trying. He's trying. No, he's getting pulled back. This is... Oh.
Is this the AI? Just
It
fucking
must
up
be.
the
It
corner?
has to be. It has to be. I don't know. I don't know, because it's manual control, obviously, so like...
Let's go to Sharia's stream.
But the issue is...
You're stuck.
Yeah, Knuckles just got disqualified for it because he couldn't... What did he?
Well,
That's... Yeah, I don't even know what happened there.
buggy track for sure.
That's really bad for... That's really unfair on Knuckles. He did nothing wrong there, and bro just got destroyed. And it also popped up fastest
all
lap
three of
Knuckles
them.
on my screen for some fucking reason.
All three of them, because it happened to Cake, and Cake says he got hit before it disqualified him. So Sharia hit him and then got stuck as well. So very weird. Perhaps that's why Sharia got stuck, because he hit.
Maybe we just blame Cake. I don't know, because I feel like Sharia would have reversed, no? Was there no space behind him?
Yeah, so
I would have reversed and then gone forward and then
just
reversed, not just keep accelerating straight into the wall.
Depends on if he hit Cake before he got control. Let's see what happened on his screen.
True. You can go and look back. I stole this. I need to remember to replace it tomorrow so I don't get murdered.
He drives out of the pit box. Cake's car is there. And, oh! He tries to avoid him. And then got stuck. So,
Interesting.
unlucky.
Hmm.
So we already got 5 drivers who failed to set a time here. We know Baku is difficult, but this is silly.
Yeah, it's not great. So what the consensus is that this isn't anyone's fault, or? It's Cake's
I think
fault, or
Cake had technical issues, so his wheel didn't respond. So we'll blame Cake for having shitty equipment.
okay. So Cake takes P1 in Bozo of the Week race,
Yeah,
despite being in P14 in the real race.
got something.
Well, I suppose it's a
Anyway,
philosophical debate as to which is the real race. It's a
true.
matter of perspective, I suppose.
Got, anyways, we got still people racing actually doing qualifying here. We got Nicky coming to the line. He's already out of battery, so first run not greatly managed. As is Palmer completely out already, but he is invalidated. So here comes Nicky. P5.
Yeah. And poor management from Nicky, is that something you would expect?
Yes. Actually, yes, you do. Pretty big gaps here. Days cooking. And Race they're retiring. Oh, he's 4 seconds off the pace.
What is going
He will
on?
still be 10th. Or 11th at best. Or at worst.
I was discussing this with Scornsy. Race day really can't afford to get another Bozo of the Week. Because he has a commanding lead currently.
It would be extremely fitting. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we had preseason odds, I think Bozo of the Week favourite would probably be him.
Yeah, but he joined late though, which makes it even more impressive. He appeared and immediately took the lead.
So yeah, yeah. Insane.
But yeah, I agree. Keep it exciting, he cannot get another one.
Mm-hmm. Somebody joined?
There's 8 up though.
W. Gunham and Chuck Blazing looking good in P6 and 7 as well for Kick Sauber. These crackers are
For
nice.
sure. And they will be at least in the top 10, I think, right? Because we got.
I mean, there's not many
6
drivers
people
left to
now
knock
are
them
out.
down, so yeah.
Yeah. So everyone who sets the time will be in the top 10. Interesting. Although
That
Adap is
simple.
now joining, so we got 11. We can set a time still. Interestingly enough, the disqualifications go in order. Do not go in chronological order.
Might be interesting if we say P11 gets a Bozo point. Whoever qualifies P11. I don't know.
That's race day then, I think, right? Oh, no, he's 12 because he's grayed out.
Yeah, PP12.
But he does have a time.
But people have to beat that time as well, remember? I mean, if you're bad enough.
True. Yeah. If you
possible.
get behind it, it's sad.
I think it's an automatic Bozo point if you don't out-qualify race day.
Yep. We got a Kick Sauber in the wall, it looks like. It's going out of the way, actually. So nice.
Yeah, it's going to stay out the way. I've got Palmer, who is only on an outlap anyway.
Yeah, but it is still nice that you think about it, you know? Better to be safe than sorry. He was getting out of the garage. A thing you love to see.
Yep. A-Dub is on the racing surface.
Anyway, here goes Palmer for his lap. I think this is one, obviously, always to look out for. Pretty decent driver.
Kept that all clean for the time being, at least.
Sorry?
And he's obviously competing with Dace for P1. We've got Palmer's pace. It's usually pretty strong. It does seem to vary, though. I think Dace is sort of consistently right up there every race. Got Palmer, not so sure. He has the potential to pull it out the bag, but he doesn't always do it.
Dace is having a very good season, to be fair.
Dace is having an incredibly un-Dace-like season.
Yeah. This is a track where it could all unravel, though.
And there he goes, 138.4. It's possible. I
1.2
think we
seconds clear
deserve
of the rest.
I think we deserve a lot of the credit for this season from Dace, though. I think that's proof to everyone that bullying works.
It definitely motivated him.
We trained him. It was like
Yeah.
It's like having a monkey, and every time he does something bad, you give him a little electric shock.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, that monkey stops doing bad things and starts doing the right thing.
And just spray him with a little bit of water, you know? Bad.
Yeah, maybe.
Bad. And he's like, "Ah,
no, I can't swim. Don't
I must do
spray too much on
better."
me. Dude.
Bomb already out of deployment. I don't know if that will hurt you that much. I would imagine it does. Completely out of battery. Going to the line. Speed 2, 5/10. And
Yeah, almost.
you have to think that it's
6/10
somewhere there on
actually,
the straight.
I'm not
Perhaps
sure.
this is one of the stretches where you
actually watched
turn off your
Dace.
battery.
I don't know if Dace runs out of ERS in the straight as well. You would think
Yeah,
you would be
that's-
saving it though through the middle sector.
You
at least.
gotta put it on none in the castle section. Because you're not gaining that much anyway.
Yeah.
And on the straight you need to be able to deploy it, so it's a bit of managing, but
Yep,
I mean,
Dace
they
is
know you can do it. I think Dace's going
back
again,
to
though.
the
or not.
pits. No, he's
No.
only got half a lap of fuel left.
Yep.
Got
Just going
Palmer
so slow, I
also.
was like,
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Goodness me.
What the flip. Out here dying.
Aid up with the drift, but keeping it perfectly under control with the traction control that he's got there.
He doesn't have it anymore because he's in D1 now.
You know, there's something funky going on with that steering wheel.
He's just cooking, man. You're jealous of his skills. AW has a lot of battery left for the straight, so he knows what he's doing.
He has managed it well, it would seem.
Seems like he doesn't press the L1 maybe, because he's
Maybe that's just the
driving.
controller driving that makes it look so weird then. The steering wheel looks rather strange.
Now he burns it. But
Yeah,
he doesn't have enough. He used it all. So he will
Yeah,
still
it
not
seems to
use
be
any battery.
a real issue. I think he's lasted a bit longer than some others have, and he's up to P6. What's Johnny Golf doing? Johnny Golf is coming up to the line here on what I can
Look at
only
that.
assume is a hot lap, although it looks
He
like it's
has
pretty
managed
far
it.
off.
He has
He gets
managed
up
it,
to
but he
P8.
is not that quick,
No.
unfortunately.
The pressure
That
is
looked a
really
lot
on
better.
Stewie here. Gunnar
Yeah.
looks favourite to be in with a Bozo point directly into the Bozo Championship because, let's be perfectly honest, we make up the rules as we go along and we do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah. But
Well,
my
I
eyes
don't-
on Sui, though. This
Yeah,
would be
Stewie's
really
still in the pit.
embarrassing.
It would be, but it'd also be very funny.
It would be.
And that's the
But it
line you've
would
got
be
to
more
tread.
embarrassing than funny, though.
Probably.
Like, where
Speak
do
of
you
the devil.
invalidate on this track?
Here comes Gunnar. Or Chuck. It's Chuck. Fireballer. The absolute insane individual himself is coming out of the pits. Good to see the performance seems to have sorted itself out.
Made up his burning his battery, but I think he's just
I think
quickly
he's
going
just
to the
so
garage,
excited
maybe.
to get back into the pits. He takes that bollard out there as well, I call
You got
that.
the splitters, though.
Thank you, Gabby.
He is the exact same. He is even on his split. He might just go for this. If he thinks he can gain that much on the last couple meters to the line. He did run out of deployment.
This is all
but
down to how much deployment he has, yeah.
he has more
He's
this
going to
time.
keep going for it.
Yeah.
And he's,
But
yeah,
this is ADAP's
he's
final
going to
lap.
improve here. He's going to improve here. He crosses the line.
2
He
tenths.
does improve by
Purple
2/10
sector.
of a second. It's not enough.
A purple
but-
sector, that's what you get if you have
Yeah.
battery.
Seems like he seems to be one of the only people to have figured that out. Sui needs to hurry up and get his ass out of the pits.
Well, everyone is now getting out of there.
Because he is going to be in with a Bozo point if he doesn't get this sorted out. I'm not sure if Cake gets one as well. We'll have to investigate. Okay. The car slow approaching the castle section. He has to mine just on an in lap or no, an out lap. Sorry, I think. Chuck Blazing starting his lap. He was the first person to come out of the pits in this new phase of lap setting.
Edip is now out of fuel, so they would seal his qualifying. He will not go higher than 6th tonight, in qualifying at least. We've got Nicky right behind him. He's gonna start his lap soon. But I think Edwin is the first of the big boys who's gonna start. Going to the final corner now. Or final corner, first real corner to really brake for. He has started.
Sui, I'm assuming, is going to have enough time. Can't really see the timing because of the yellow flag, unfortunately.
It's like a minute we got left, I think. A little bit more than a minute.
Yeah.
So everyone should
Chuck
be fine.
comes through the castle section. Will he survive? Yes, he will. Locks up the front right a little bit there, but manages to get the car rotated, and he's going to use all he can on the right-hand side there to nail his exit. No curb in there anymore. I think that was a year or so ago, but no longer. I'm starting to get outdated in my perceptions. Now, will Chuck Blazin have the necessary battery here to last the length of the straight, or is he going to limp dick it to the line? Wait and see.
He needs to stop burning. And I think he is out.
Timed
it pretty well.
I saw the rev limiter going down there. It's gone back up again
there
now
it
that
is.
he's enabled the
he
DRS.
Now hit it. Yeah.
He's going to cross the line. We've got a retirement. Was that A-Dub in the pits, I believe? Yep.
Yeah.
And up to P7 for Chuck Blazin here. And Gunnar does not set a time, so this is crucial now for Sui. He can't afford any slip-ups.
Neither did Johnny. Those are the two who got the flag. We got Edwin coming through the sector 2 split. He's 3/10 up and he has 65% left. So he
getting
looks like he managed
oversteer.
it well this time.
Sui with a massive oversteer coming out of the castle, but he's managed to keep it together. The pressure is really on him now, though. He knows that this is his only chance. And whoever is the last of the qualifiers here is getting a bozo point from
Edwin
me.
has timed it perfectly. Almost to the line with battery, and he gains 3.5 tenths.
Yeah, got Palmer is up 3 tenths as well on his time. Dace is up 7/100ths in the background. But got Palmer would have to find an unfathomable amount of time, I think, on the run up to the line if he were to do anything here.
Too much. But maybe it's still enough.
All eyes on Sui as he approaches the line as well. Got Palmer fails to take P1. 3 tenths away from Dace. Sui crosses the line up to P6 alongside his prancing horse teammate Lusky.
Lusky under the radar here, but a P5, very nice.
This has been the story of the seasons for the Ferrari guys. They've been right up there together, up in that P5, P6 spot. Dace extends his advantage, which can't say I didn't expect. Here goes Lusky up to P3. He had a really strong pace this season, and he's reaping the rewards of it here. In Baku, we've got Chuck Blazin, the last of the cars, still out on the track, but he is not on a hot lap. He's 8 seconds off his best time, so that will conclude qualifying, and the race will begin shortly. So we've got Dace in P1, got Palmer P2, Lusky P3. Chuck Blazin is going to take the flag anyway, but I'd be shocked to see an improvement P8 for
nice
him.
For him to take the flag instead of driving around slowly, or waiting to get into the pits, I should say. That always takes ages. Okay.
And we saw this from Dace in the last race. He qualified with a pretty significant margin over P2, but when we got into the race, that didn't matter because once you're in that DRS, but if you can copy your opponent's line and his braking points, you can keep with him regardless. Though we may well see a train. I'm not sure.
Very DRS heavy track.
I'm not sure Lusky's going to be able to hold on to Palmer. If he can, I think that will pull him away from Edwin and he'll be on to a very strong race. But I do sort of expect there to be a fight there. Lusky, Edwin, I think Calirob is in there as well. Sui is always around there as well. And they always have a close race. Usually comes down to who makes little mistakes. Remember in Miami, though, Calirob had really strong pace, pulled off the contra strategy, starting on the hard tyre, which he then did the opposite of. When we went to Midwest the following night.
And won.
Yeah, I mean, that man can't be stopped around Miami. Let's start calling him Miami Rob. I think instead of Cali Rob, he's on the wrong coast. How is everybody in the chat this fine evening? It's nice to see the return of Gabby. I've not seen Gabby in the chat for a few races. Must come back when she hears your voice, Lansley.
That's the effect I have.
That's it.
I just bring something special to this stream, you know.
Mm-hmm.
At least you got one compliment on your head now. That brings the total to 1.
Unnecessary. You'll find my hat is absolutely marvellous. I do have a selection of hats that I cycle through, but this is my favourite.
Okay.
Hey, I don't see you rocking any hats. Orlando?
I am not rocking a hat.
Why are you not rocking a hat, buddy?
Because I am inside, man. Don't need no hat.
Hats ain't inside limited, bro. They ain't limited to outside.
So Gabby says it was too busy to watch 2 streams, but I'm not buying it. She just didn't want to be shipped up with Will and Squangy. And I can understand that. Luckily, I am now here. Also got VTech in the chat. Always fun to see VTech.
VTech has been ever present. He does not miss an opportunity to come into the chat and tell me to be quiet.
Which is fair. We all think that.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that I got hired as a commentator, right? I mean,
he's just brave enough to say something, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so Dace leads us away on the formation lap. Do you think there was an early ready up there? That seemed a little quicker than usual. That's what she said.
I'm not complaining.
No, I'm certainly not. As well, we get the formation lap underway at 3 minutes past 3. Well, 3 minutes past 4. Depends where you are, but finally ready. Johnny Golf has got himself disqualified. It's going to be cold tyres for Mr. Johnny Golf. The order looks a bit muddled up here as well. Yeah, Gabby, I think we're going to see almost a last question mark challenge for Sharia. Had an issue in qualifying, got disqualified, so starting from right near the back with Knuckles and Cake, who was also going to be making inroads through the field, I would imagine.
You're surrounded by bozos there.
I mean, so is Race Day. I mean, what is... So glad I got that on stream. I mean, I'm really trying to refrain from giving him the bozo points. Oh my fuck, he's such a fucking idiot. Because, yeah, I mean, what a...
I'm looking at it on the stream. What a buffoon.
It's so difficult to not just let him run away with the bozo championship when this is just how he acts all the time. Oh my god, I crashed in the castle section, guys. I'm really trying to keep it close. I'm really trying, but he does not help. He really does not help me in the slightest. Okay. Dace passing the disqualified cars there. Knuckles will be concluding our grid. It's almost time for us to get this race underway.
Suey. Oh, hate up. They don't know how to park.
So silly.
Well, here we go.
Okay, let's ride on Bobolowski. 3, 4, 5 red lights. The suspense is killing me. It's lights out and away we go. That's a good start from Dace. Calirob already flying past Edwin. Adub already past Sui as well, who's dropping down the order. But it's all the same as qualifying for the top 3 thus far. Too wide there between the Ferrari and the Kick Sauber in the background. They're going to be having a drag race. But it looks like Sui has got the worst traction. Nicky there Fighting with Johnny Golf, he's going to win that battle out. Brett drives fast, getting past Kate Thomas, not the start that the Mango Man would have wanted down there in P15. Truck blazing using all of the track there. Sui keeping it a little more controlled, at least until he locked up immediately afterwards. But he's going to be putting the pressure on Chuck blazing. He will want to get by him as quickly as possible. But we know Chuck doesn't always play fair.
Gets it done very easily, actually.
Yep, and that's a difficult place to make an overtake, even with a big pace difference. We've got Cake going for the move on front line, but he backs out of it, not wanting to go side by side in the approach to the castle section, which I've got to say is probably wise.
Yeah, that would be struggling here. Needs to burn.
A one-way ticket to Bozo of the week if you messed up there. And yeah, this is what I said. Lusky's going to really struggle.
Crucial for Dusty here.
He needs to keep within this DRS range if he can, and that's not going to help him. He over pushes. He's pushed too hard. There's half a second gone, and perhaps an end plate as well. From what it looks like, he seems okay.
Like yeah.
But now he's going to have Calirov all over him. We've got Race Day making the move for P10 on Johnny Golf, and yeah, I mean, you can understand how that mistake happened. You really did need to push.
Through the fast section there almost. Race Day backs out on the last second. And now we got Gunnar with a nice run on him.
Yep, and Calirov taking
already out of battery.
P3 here.
Used
from
everything.
Lusky.
Deployment used. And he's stumbling down to P13.
Yeah, and it's going to all come together here because he's going to be side by side with a Haas car. Possibly he's going to back out and look for the better exit maybe. He's going to be on the inside on the way into turn 2. Will he now send it on the second Haas car who moves across him? Johnny Golf getting aggressive there.
That was dodgy.
That was naughty.
Really dodgy. Yeah, that was dodgy.
And that's put Frontline on the back foot as well. Kate Thomas is going to get a run on him, but Frontline's going to get the toe
DRS
from Race Day. They're going to have to be battling for it. Yep, Race Day down the inside as well, perhaps on Johnny Golf. There's a little tup there. Frontline and Cake still side by side. There was a little bit of contact there with the car ahead as well, and they're still side by side.
Quality
and I think Kate Thomas is going to win out here. Yes, he does.
Nice. Very
so
nice
much smoke. Lockups.
Had a great view there from Sharia's car.
Race Day. No way. No, you don't go for that. I mean,
he does go for it.
He does go for it.
Now,
which is a little bit insane. Nah, please.
He
You've got to
backs
back out
that
there.
case. Yeah.
Thank the Lord. I mean, he cooked the corner completely there trying to go down the inside. There was no way on earth it was ever going to work.
Seems like he is not great when he is not at the front of the field.
How often do we see that repeated?
Yeah. What is he doing?
Oh my god, he's going for it here as well.
What has he done?
Yeah, completely takes him out. Unbelievably selfish driving there from Race Day. I can't save him. I can't save him.
Absolute moron that guy is, man.
I mean, that is
embarrassing. Take is an illegal overtake. This is very annoying for the guys.
The thing
they both get illegal overtakes here.
That isn't just a mistake. That's selfishness.
Yeah.
I think more than anything. You know, if you make that move, you are at serious risk of completely ruining somebody else's race. Somebody who has worked hard probably through the week practicing and they've shown up to have a good time, and you've just ruined it because you can't have the patience to wait for 2 corners and you're an idiot. And we've got a crash there.
Johnny Golf just fumbled on the pit entry. He has hit the wall and
he's out of this race.
Probably a
over
little
the
bit
week.
frustrated.
I'm already bestowing it on Race Day.
Did not deal well with doing damage on pit entry.
Maybe we change it to Selfish Clown of the Week. I'm not entirely sure. I'm very much not happy at this moment in time. Anyway.
For a new wing. So he also Cake affected, unfortunately, by the Bozo Ari, I guess, from Race Day.
And we're lucky that's only a virtual safety car, really. I mean, you're not lucky if you're one of the guys that was involved in that incident. But anyway, DRS enabled, green flag. Away we go.
For the complete pit stop. So there's that. That was embarrassing. Let's move on. Some people can't be helped. Dusty though, I thought he was close to the leaders, but he unfortunately also dropped out of the DRS range of Calirov here. Which is not ideal for his race.
It's definitely possible from that wall impact that he's carrying some damage that we can't see as well.
True, yep.
Just because an end plate isn't missing doesn't mean there isn't any damage, so that could be hindering his performance as well. But Lusky's got to look at the bigger picture here. We can still bring home some really good points. Sui as well, his teammate, needs to start making some moves forward, but I think if Sui is patient, he should have the pace to hopefully bring it through. for the Ferrari team and get a few more places back. It's still a good finish for them.
Yeah, quite a
It's
big DRS train there. For
the most
4th to
important
9th.
thing is that they're outscoring Aston Martin, who are only with one car this evening, and they're outscoring Williams as well. So they're the two closest rivals that they have, and they're cooking away. VTEC is
says
reporting no damage.
Okay, well that's good there.
Yeah.
For Dusty,
Well,
but then
I was giving Dusty an
worry-
excuse if he failed.
Dusty
but,
is back in the DRS as well, so
That's gone now.
actually doing pretty well now. Needs to stay close through this section though.
I wonder
Perhaps he's
if
running
we.
too low wings.
I wonder if we show race day fighting here or if we boycott him. We have done that before, and I think it was very effective.
I don't give a damn, honestly. I'm not watching. I'm just enjoying this nice train we have in the midfield.
Yep, it's all close where it matters. We've got Palmer within the second of Dace, and then we've got a great little battle for the podium here, the final podium spot that is currently occupied by Cali Rob, but Lusky, Adub, Edwin, and even Chuck Blazin and Sui, and maybe even potentially Nicky, are all pretty close. And maybe they could make a challenge for it as well. So it's great to see. Oh my lord. Don't tell me he's done that twice in a row now, because he intentionally, I think it was who was it that did that last time? I don't want to blame race day if it wasn't race day, because I'm questioning myself now.
Monza's he straight lined it, yeah.
So it was race day, yeah. I mean, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Complete disregard and no respect to this league, I have to say.
No respect for any other competitor, no respect for anyone around him.
Got another Virtual, so the race won't be completely neutralized.
Yeah, kind of incredible that somebody can stack it in the castle section and not cause a safety car. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I'm sure Dace will be happy with that, though. And possibly Palmer as well. Palmer, though, flirting with dropping out of the DRS range. Obviously, you can't trust it quite as much because Scott Palmer might be sort of, 4/10 positive in the Delta or whatever under the virtual safety car, but DRS enabled, and he is only 9/10 behind Dace. So he's got to be careful here, because he may never see Dace again if he lets him escape that DRS range, because Dace has the pace.
Yeah, and he's closing here.
Yeah, he really pushed through that castle section. He got very close to the wall. He runs off the track limits there as well on the outside, I believe.
That track limit is a bit unclear now, but he did get a warning on his lap, so it was there, probably.
Most likely, yeah. Edwin all over the back of Adub as well. Will he send an insane move? No, he has a brain cell. Palmer.
Sui unfortunately dropped out.
Palmer in striking range here for the lead of the race.
Perhaps if he wants it. I think so. No,
Dace gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining. Yeah. Not sure if Dace burned there. He did, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but not that much. They are.
And the thing is, even with the burning, Palmer can just pull him straight back in again with the DRS. It's so powerful around here.
Yeah. Slips him in a DRS and... I mean, yeah.
And he needs to just keep pressuring Dace to use up his DRS. Anyway, Nicky going for the move on Stewie down the inside. Williams versus Ferrari. This is important for the Constructors' Championship, and Nicky gets that move done. And Sui doesn't have an answer, at least not an immediate one. Then we jump up to Adub, who's putting a lot of pressure on Lusky, who in turn is putting the pressure on Calirob. These three concertinaing together to make an exciting part of the race.
Yeah.
Edwin watching from behind as well.
Damn.
Can Sui come back at Nicky? No, he can't. Nicky gets that move done.
Train now. Thing is, Nicky and Sui are squabbling amongst themselves.
They've fallen away from the guys ahead now, so...
Yeah, the DRS is crucial. If you lose it, you're done.
It's a bit like a NASCAR race in a way, almost. You fall out of that draft, as it were, you're dead to rights. Just without the cringe stages and such.
Dace close to breaking here.
Yeah, I think he's got it almost. This is going to be really close.
Palmer got the battery advantage though, so he can get back in, but he's a good corner here. And that wasn't great.
He went too conservative, I think. I think he was worried about over pushing like Lusky did earlier on, perhaps. And This is going to be close. We've seen Dace get electric exits from here.
Dace is burning.
Palmer
Dace
is
trying.
burning as well. And Palmer, I don't think, has much ERS to burn with
He has
at all.
nothing left.
He has absolutely nothing.
He has dropped.
And he's out of there. Lusky, though, surely he can make a move here on Calirob.
He's burning for it. He wants it.
And I think it's going to be pretty effortless for him. Open to DRS. He has the slipstream. Dace sets the fastest lap of the race as well. So difficult for Palmer to stay with him when he's putting in those lap times. And Lusky's going to get that move done on Calirob. Is the door open, though, for a potential switchback? No. Coleslaw past Gunner up into P9. Good recovery drive from him so far. He took advantage of that virtual safety car earlier on as well to pit. A-Dub, though, looks like he could make a move on Calirob, but Calirob has got such a strong slipstream here on Lusky that he's going to be going for the move and trying to take back that podium position. Sui breaks early, perhaps going for the switchback, thinks about it, but doesn't. And yeah, A-Dub just watching on. He gets a great view of this, really. Front line, and Brett drives fast, swapping positions at the back of the field into turn 1. And Chuck keeping it close to Knuckles as well as we get towards the castle section. And it's so easy to make a mistake here. This is why you can't necessarily say that Race Day had any ill intent. Though I perhaps feel like Race Day had gotten beyond the point of caring, if I had to hazard a guess. Because he wasn't winning, of course. So the toys were well and truly being thrown out of the pram all over the place.
Does he gonna go and try to get it again, or will he stay behind for now and wait for the second straight, perhaps? As he learned from the first time.
Well, he got the move done the first time.
Yeah, but
it was the lap after, I think, that
the
came. Edwin with massive oversteer. Sui gets past Nicky. And Edwin managed to get that under control. Edwin doesn't quite have the pace that we've seen from him in previous games, I feel like. I feel like he used to be right up there. Sui makes a mistake and Nicky pounces. Should be a very easy move there. Sui at least avoided the wall, even if he did get a very bad exit. Fireballer on Knuckles. Chuck Blazin, the madman himself. He's going to have the DRS here. Great little camera angle there from the wall as well. And this should be a move for the Kick Sauber guy. I'm not sure what Knuckles can really do to defend this. No. Maybe Chuck Blazin just didn't feel like sending it. Maybe he has higher wings. I'm not too sure. Because it looked, at least from the initial angle, that he was going to be very close. But then when the angle changed, it never really materialised. Close between Brett and front line down the straight. Brett lifts off massively there. Decides not to go for it. He definitely could have done if he wanted to. I suppose he's trying to play some sort of long game. Dace looking very comfortable out front as well. Got Palmer struggling to hold on to his coattails and probably failing as well to hold on to his coattails. Seems Dace gains most corners.
Firewall on the back of Knuckles has already pitted.
And we've got Brett tries fast as that.
Missed that somewhere.
Brett tries fast in the wall. He's got it back going again. He does have damage to his front wing though. And that's a potential race ruiner for Brett, but I wouldn't give up just yet. We know what this track is like, especially with safety cars, and there's a good chance that you will be straight back in this race again soon enough. Sui trying to get his way straight back up into P7. He's going to have the DRS, he's going to have the slipstream, but Nicky seems to be running quite low wings because Sui is not gaining by very much, and I think the wise move is to wait for the oncoming second straight in order to try and make a move. A-Dub again with front row tickets to the Lusky Calirob musical. Down into turn 3 they go, and there's no change of position there, and there won't be any change of position as far as P7 is concerned. Yeah, A-Dub losing
the push here.
A lot of time here.
Yellow
flags again. This is Dace. It's Dace. It's Dace.
It happened.
It did happen.
He's gonna fall inside the battle.
The combining of Will and Lansley on the comms, I think.
He has wing damage.
that he could not rebuke. And you called this before the race.
And then Palmer.
And Palmer, nobody wants to lead this
Oh.
race. They're all trying to fumble it away.
I mean, Palmer's still easily leading this race, but it is goofy still.
The safety car can happen at any time, especially around here.
Yeah, true. Oh man,
Pressurized fast was another mistake.
Dace's gonna drop out of the DRS. Wing damage is killing him.
Pressurized fast has gone straight on there at turn 2. Straight into the wall, even at the end of the runoff. Not entirely sure.
Very unfortunate for Adap and Edwin, actually.
Brett now still reversing down the track.
Although Edwin is
and he gets it going again.
Keep with Dace. So is Dace pitting? I would imagine he is, but
well, maybe he'll just try
a little bit longer and stay in this before.
Edwin is going to be putting. Yeah, it looks like he is coming in. Edwin putting the pressure on A-Dub as well, and they're all going to pit. Brett has faster tyres, and I feel like that might be on purpose, honestly. I'm not even sure at this point, because we saw Brett...
Yeah, this is a weird place to go.
Going deep,
straight line.
over and over and over again. He tried it at turn 2, it looked like, and then tried it again at turn 3 and succeeded. And where is the safety car? Is Bert Mylander not feeling okay?
It's not a virtual. This doesn't build Dace out, I think, because he still has the wing damage. But it helps a little bit. But he loses place to Edwin and Adap, who both bid it. So Kelly Rob, and mostly Dusty, I'd say. Oh, Edwin gets a drive-through. I thought someone else got one as well.
Adap, perhaps?
Adap, oh.
Gonna have a look at the penalty situation.
I already watched. Yeah.
Anybody else?
Adap,
just those two guys. Yeah.
Very unfortunate. They just came out of the pit lane, so probably the Delta was doing crazy, but it's still, yeah. It's very goofy still.
Kate gets past Sharir as well.
Yeah, with the DRS, but Sharir would have liked to be in the lead here, I think, because he is on the fresher tires. A bit of no man's land, Sharir, at the moment.
Lusky just trying to hold on to the DRS here of Calirob, and he may have failed because Calirob has 1.1 seconds of a lead, and now it's dropped back under a second again, so this is all going to come down to the ERS, and I think it's going to be close, but I think Calirob has
wants to drop him here, yeah, because he's burning.
And Sui surely has to make a move on Nicky here. Dace is going to surely go for it on Edwin as well, maybe trying to get a double overtake even on A-Dub as well, trying to get his race back on track. That front wing now replaced. And Lusky into the pits.
They are both pitting, or at least they're both serving a drive-through, so if they serve it right now, Dace doesn't have to do a thing. But I think Adap is pitting, because he's committing.
And we've got Palmer side by side here with Sui, and even looking at making a move on Nicky, and Nicky locks up there. He's going to get a poor exit, and this should gift to the position to got Palmer.
Oh man, Palmer is so far ahead now.
We've got A-Dub in the pits there as well as Edwin.
The safety car will really regret getting that 3 seconds if the safety car comes out.
Does seem like the safety car is afraid of the track currently, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I think a foot needs to be put down in regards to retirements, though, because
it was really suspicious.
We saw Brett in the wall.
Oh, Sui almost in the wall.
A-Dub gets overtaken there by Edwin. We saw Brett in the wall at turn 2 in the runoff, all the way at the end of the runoff at turn 2, just to then reverse onto the track, keep it going, and immediately crash into the wall at the runoff area at the end of turn 3 as well. And I feel like this stuff just shouldn't be getting tolerated.
No, that should be an instant ban, in my opinion.
I think it's very clear that we need to be a little bit more draconian, I think, with the measures that we're taking. Because
have you got it on the stream?
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty clear cut to me.
Dace here looking to make a move on Lusky, and it should be a pretty easy one.
Yep. And then he is back in P2, not P2. If Caliber pits.
Was it a spin from Dace? What do you reckon it was?
I think he clipped the curb, which spun him.
Spun.
Yeah, I think he half spun but into the wall, which is goofy.
It's insanely goofy.
But it can happen. It's a tricky corner, man.
It's a tricky
But
track in general.
yeah, I'm just honored that he waited for me to return to do it.
Yeah, we've got Sui right up behind Nikki as well, and they're chasing each other through the twisty sections. We implemented a new rule with Scornsey about shots. Weird ship members spinning and having to take a shot, which we've been doing for a couple of races. And I'm wondering if that counts. But Sharia losing the position to front line. Do you think Lansley then Jaeger or rum? The rum is like a weird pink fancy rum. I'm not sure. It's got like, I don't even know. It's like a cream rum. Almost like Bailey's in a way.
Seems like Dusty's gonna hang on here to the DRS of Days. Which would help his race tremendously. Because we know Days is running a quicker pace.
He is indeed.
So Nicky almost spinning. Locking the rears heavily there. But he saved it, very nice. Doesn't save it often, but when he does it spectacularly. All these guys obviously completely out of sync. You have Cake and P10 who can go to the interview once still. But it's up to him.
Might want to unmute myself before I start talking. So every time I stream, my nose gets itchy. It's like I'm allergic to fucking streaming. I look like I've been sniffing things, man. It's crazy.
Allergic to streaming, man?
It looks like it, man.
As Days officially has checked out of Dusty's DRS range.
There's an allergen flowing in the stream.
We got Edwin all over Chuck Blazin, who also can go to the end if he wishes still. But it seems Edwin is gonna have an easy time getting past.
Sui gonna surely go for the move here on Nicky. Gonna have the DRS, and this is gonna be the easiest overtake we've seen.
Those two
all
are
evening,
joined
really.
at the hip today.
It's going to be interesting when it gets to the last lap if it stays like this, because it's going to become very tactical, and perhaps you don't want to be in P1.
Yeah.
Well, P1 in that particular fight, not P1 in the race. I think that will be got Palmer. But you never know. Edwin and Chuck Blazin. Yep, they're going to swap over. Pretty easy move there for Edwin. He hasn't much to worry about that.
Try to break the DRS now in the middle sector.
Yeah, Chuck going to have the benefit of the DRS up to turn 2. Not going to be enough to make a move, but should keep him nice and close.
But the deficit of 5 lap order tires.
It's half expecting you to say skill then, but yeah. Nicky into the castle section, stays alive. Ready to hold my breath anytime I'm on board with anybody going into the castle section, and he almost loses it there. God, he just loves being on camera, doesn't he?
But this is
he just loves being on camera.
Of the two bodies driving around.
No friendship going on here. Friendship with Sui ended.
Nicky now has to push, and we all know that usually ends in tears.
I don't see if he. Do you feel like Nicky just waits until he's on camera before he does something stupid? Unless he's just doing that many stupid things that we're catching them all.
Maybe he just does a lot more stupid things and we don't.
Maybe we miss most of his stupid things. Can you ever imagine that? That's incredible.
Yeah, because we see so much.
He's brought his way straight back to Sui again, so.
Yeah, that's.
They setting the fastest lap of the race on hard tyres, 3 seconds behind them. I think he'll be on the scene pretty soon.
Nicky has burned a lot of batteries to do that, but obviously now back in the DRS, so you can save
A-Dub
some again.
going to go for the move there, and he's almost caught out as Chuck Blazin decelerates to head to the pits.
Going for 2-stop
No
here.
harm, no foul. Yep, front line makes his way past Chuck as well. Now he's going to lose a couple of positions.
Gabby says we are jinxing him.
We didn't even jinx him that time. We were just watching. I wish I could claim credit for it, but I can't in good conscience.
Chuck Blazin gets the wing change, so it was a forced second stop here, and he puts it in the wall immediately on pad exit. Very impressive.
Kate Thomas levels of skill, actually.
He needs to go into the pit again now. He's driving really slowly. He's clearly mad.
Who knows?
Mad
Maybe
himself, probably.
maybe he'll Brett it into turn 3.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's.
How are we making him nervous? How?
Crashing it out.
Unless he's watching the stream, and he shouldn't be watching the stream while he's driving. Perhaps that's the issue.
He wants to hear everything, and he should just watch it back with his feet kicked up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just focus on the race, make it
His
better.
feet are very clear from his pedals, and he can't hit them down too fast. Calibub into the pits. But Palmer sets the fastest lap as he takes the lead of the race, and that's going to be making Dace a little bit nervous because it's
Dace gonna break
perhaps the
that lap.
foregone conclusion.
I think it already was, to be fair.
And Calibub on pit exit is going to come out just behind Dace and on fresher tyres. He could be getting involved here. He's within the DRS.
Puts it in the wall. Did he get away with it?
Yes, he's got damage on the front right.
He did not get away with it. Man, people are really goofy tonight.
Dude, it's been an increasing trend of goofiness, I feel like, these past few weeks. And I had to put my foot down the other week and give out quite a few bows over the week points. I just don't think we can justify only having one bows over the week anymore, because everybody is vying so hard for that title.
I mean, yeah, this is goofy. Calibub thrown away an easy P2. Perhaps he could have even chased after Palmer on those fresh mediums.
I'm gonna excuse Nicky from any bozo-ness, considering I feel like he made up for it by gaining like 8 tenths back.
Yeah, and
in the space of a sector.
He did not spin. Kept it on check.
Kept
now he got
it
Dace right
under
behind him, and will he crumble under this pressure?
At least Dace doesn't send it.
Yeah, because Dace, against popular belief, he does have brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
And
they may not all be working.
Dace.
They may all be on shrooms, but they are there.
They are there indeed. At least he knows what he's doing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes Dace. I would imagine he wants to go for the move.
I think so. I wonder if Nicky... I feel like Nicky probably wouldn't fight it, but also it is Nicky, and...
I think Nicky lets him go.
He doesn't always like being wise. I half expected Nicky to try and go around the outside of Sui, honestly.
That would have been so cool.
That would have been such a Nicky thing to do. Sui messes up there, though. Now Nicky's going to go for it down the inside.
Sui still has his
He's going to take that position. Sui may well be able to get a bit of a switch back here. They're both going to have the DRS, thanks to Dace.
Yeah, Dace is going to
Nicky is going to be relegated back down into P4 again.
Calibub is going to stay out with the wing damage. He's committing to this.
And it looks like he's got some decent pace as well. Not great, but he's hanging around.
Calibub probably will finish in P3, unless Dusty catches him, of course. I think Dusty will catch him, actually. The wing damage. As soon as the tires are going to wear off, Calibub is going to
start really struggling.
Quite some pace. Sui again, very deep there.
Nicky getting all over that curb in there, that's not going to help his exit. And he does have Calibub breathing down his neck. Oh, Calibub outbreaks himself. Manages to avoid killing Nicky. That brings Lusky well within range. Looks like Lusky is absolutely flying actually out there.
It's insane how Calibub just easily avoided crashing into someone else there.
Mm-hmm.
Even with wing damage.
Even with wing damage, I'd not even wanted to make a move, yeah.
Seems like Nicky and
they're both going to go to the pits.
Yep. They're
Nicky
staying
covers
together.
Sui off there. I almost wonder if Nicky
Yeah.
could have stayed out there, tried to use the DRS and use Kelly Rob's pace to maybe get an overcut, but
Perhaps.
Lusky would have had the fresh tyres, but the DRS is that
We got
strong.
another yellow. What happened there?
I think that was just a bit of weird bit of lag.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, maybe. Dusty lost a lot of time to Kelly Rob actually. Maybe Dusty half spun it, maybe, or what happened there?
Not too sure. A double over Nicky because
Dusty,
Nicky's just come out
Dusty
of the
has
pits.
wing damage, so something happened.
Oh man, everyone is just fumbling all over the place. I know it's a difficult track, but come on, guys.
Ada right behind Nicky, but Nicky obviously on fresh tires. Nicky has 2 seconds lost to Sui.
You race these cars week in, week out. I mean, come on, guys. Over the curb and on the inside goes A-Dub. Keeping it close to Nicky. Nicky not pulling away with those fresh tyres. A-Dub's got some good pace here.
A little bit cold still, I would say.
Yeah, definitely, especially with he's on the mediums. I thought maybe he was on the harder compound. On the mediums. They should be warmed up by now.
Yeah.
And my hat has departed my head.
Nicky is catching Sui, but still 1.8. So Ada could be funny and go for the move and completely derail.
Dace with another fastest lap. 10 seconds behind Palmer, who does have that 3-second time penalty. Never say never for Dace. Gunner picks up a 3-second time penalty. It's a very difficult track to get 3 seconds on, must admit.
Yeah, I mean, that is going wide, exit Castle, I guess. And
maybe jumping over the inside of the corner that
before Castle, yeah.
Race Day Bozo'd on the corner before Castle as well.
Yeah. Yeah, those two, I mean, yeah, it can happen. I've done it, so. Especially the one before Castle, because it's pretty unclear where the track limit really is there, I feel like. Because you can cut it quite a bit.
I feel like it's still the white line, though. I think especially because of how flat the curb is, people think they can sort of get away with it a little bit more.
Is there a clear white line there?
Well, we'll see. Because AW is only a couple of corners away.
Yeah. Let's see through the eyes of Ada.
Like if you cut this corner, you just end up like Dace. See, there is a clear white line that goes around the track.
Yeah. It looked like it changed, though. It
has changed in recent years, I believe, because there used to be a curb on the outside here.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you're right.
There was one here. Yeah. Nicky's starting to pull away from AW, but AW is going to have the benefit of the DRS most likely.
AW sticking with him pretty easily, I have to say.
2 seconds away from Sui now as well. Dace, another fastest lap of the race. But he didn't gain massively on Palmer that lap.
So, Dace did at 1:41.8?
Dace would love a safety car right about now.
Yeah, Palmer did his fastest lap of 41.9, so they're keeping each other honest. They're both pushing. Not much battery left either, both of those guys. Kelly Rob is gaining. For Dusty, but Dusty also has the wing damage, so that makes sense.
Oh, that's a car around, that's Nicky.
No. And we were not watching.
I saw it though, he was in frame.
Oh. You were lurking.
See, you thought he was safe. You look around, you think you're safe, but it's actually Randy behind you and you get RKO'd. That's what just happened there to Nicky. And he's got to start dropping, I feel like he's got
He was in frame, you say. I look back, he's complete. He's just a shimmer in the background, bro.
Yeah, you can see him though. You can see him. He is there. He is there. He is visible. And so technically he does continue to bottle on stream. Go on, Gabby. So how are you going to blame me for that one, eh? Go on, let me hear it. What's your thesis?
Cake now right behind Nicholas.
You got to think it's going to be an easy move here, really, for him.
He's going quicker and quicker, and he did gain a lot on that lap.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember as well, he only needs to get within the 3 seconds. Nicky was pulling away there, it looked like, for the DRS, and he's still pulling away now, I think.
I think he got a lot of battery. Sorry, I had to.
It's very powerful. Bro had to yawn. Had to be doing. I mean, it's almost 5 a.m, so I'll let you off.
Thank you.
Finally, no work on a Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Got the whole day off, or just the morning?
Cake. Yeah, I got the whole day off. Here goes Cake. Ooh, having a cheeky look. Not going for it though. They put Nicky off quite a bit.
Thinks about it. He backs out.
Yep.
Okay.
Race, to be fair. Like
Cake
the
gets a much better line
he
here.
did decide this race.
I feel like Dace has lost time significantly to Palmer. Has Dace had a mistake? He's still losing time.
No, he's still gaining. Oh, he's losing an hour, yeah.
He's at 8.1 now, man. He was at like 6.
Quite a bit of battery.
I swear he's lost like 2 seconds, no?
No, he was on 9.4.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, will this be the time that Cake gets the move done? He's got half a battery almost, just under. No real pressure here for Cake. I mean, he's probably not going to be able to catch A-Dub ahead. He's 6 seconds ahead. He's got front line 2.5 behind, so...
Oh, yellow.
Yeah, let's say Kick Sauber.
Gunner.
It's Gunner, who seems okay. A little bit of wing damage, but...
Smashed it
so
into...
I think that's Chuck Blazing about to be lapped as well. Let's hop over to Cake, who just doesn't have the straight line speed to get that move done on Nicky just yet, unless he goes down the inside. Late on the brakes. He's got more downforce. He might get a switch back here though, Nicky. He's going to look for it at least. And he's not going to find an opportunity just yet looking up the brakes, but so does Cake ahead, and Nicky has better straight line speed here, and he has the DRS, and he has the slipstream as well. He wants to fight this one, does Nicky? He's going to fight to the outside, go to the inside, he goes down, around the outside, and easy move for Nicky in the end there. Just too much straight line speed for Cake to compete with, it seems. Cake, though, pushing him almost through the corners because he's just got that much more grip. Nicky with the damage, it doesn't help him. And you got to think, if Cake can come out of turn 3 ahead, he should be cooking. Frontline lost a bit of time there. He had a big snap of oversteer. And Edwin is suddenly all over the back of Lusky.
Does Nicky have... Oh, Nicky has wing damage. Okay, I get it. Because
from when he spun.
Cake is on 19 level hearts. There's no business.
This should be a move here for P4. Lusky and Edwin, I don't see how there's a scenario in which case Lusky stays ahead here unless Edwin purposefully allows him to. Because this should be a very easy move. Lusky with some insane speed there.
A little bit of battery there.
Not going to help when the DRS gets enabled though. Lusky's still hanging on.
He just needs... Oh, Edwin! Dusty... It's crucial for Dusty to get back ahead, because Dusty has that wing damage, of course.
And Cake does make it past Nicky, it would seem. Yeah, Nicky can't fight this one back just yet, at least. And Lusky's going to get this one back.
Going for it. Yep. Crucial.
Easy move to the outside. He's got the DRS as well, and we're not going to see a lunge there. Will we see Nicky try and cook something up here?
Hello.
Yellow flags. Into the castle. That's one of the Kick Saubers.
Fireballer. It's stuck.
Chuck Blazing. He's span. He's facing the wrong way. He's got damage, and he is disqualified. I did see that one coming as soon as I saw him facing the wrong way.
He didn't know what to do.
Bro panicked.
Yeah.
And he took a giant fucking L. Pardon the language, but it was necessary. That's terrifying.
Is he ghosting yet?
I think he was, because I think they drove through his front wing, but he didn't look ghosted, and that was very scary.
Break there, because he was really scared, which is fair.
Nicky locks up on the way
His
into the
car is
castle.
still there. No, it's gone.
It's a silly game. It's
It really is. Edwin now, round 2. The leaders are already on the 24th lap, of course, so 3 more laps to go. Edwin all the way on the inside.
Yeah, is he coming into the pits almost? It looked like. Wouldn't make any sense
He
for
wants
him
to stay behind. He does not want to move yet. That is what he was trying to do, not get in the slipstream. And he will go for it right now. So Edwin clearly learned from last lap, doesn't want that to happen again. And now...
Yeah, and this is where he needs to be ahead because...
Yep.
That lack of grip from Lusky. We've got
there.
yellow flags again. That's the final corner. I thought for a second that might have been Palmer. It wasn't. It was Knuckles. Lusky losing the position there to Edwin. Nicky looking to make the move on Cake. Has to back out of it though. Could have sent that, but probably wouldn't have been a good idea. Sharia not having a great race down in P11?
No. A bit anonymous.
I've not really seen him.
No. He of course pitted under the virtual safety car. Didn't really reap the benefits of it like Palmer did, for example, because he really got ahead so well after the pit stop.
Lusky, Edwin is not as far ahead as he would like to be here. Lusky's going to be all over him.
Is he going to wait for it or is he diving? He is waiting for it.
I feel like he wants to put Edwin under pressure and make sure he doesn't nail these 2 corners too much.
Yeah.
He's already half a second behind.
The first one though.
Yeah, that little bit of curb that Lusky takes can really unsettle the car, but he's got the slipstream. And I don't think it's going to be enough.
To go for it.
Yellow flag again at the castle. I think that might be Gunnar just letting a lapped car by. Dace has gained a second in the last few laps, but still nowhere near the amount that he needs to gain.
It doesn't seem like it's going to work out for Dace here.
And it would have been a little bit ridiculous if Dace had managed to make that mistake and still win.
Yeah. So, I mean, he still finishes P2, which masks his inconsistency today.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I mean,
Sui.
It's important for the championship.
That's true. Sui almost half spinning into Castle, but he survives it.
And the leader now crossing the line to begin the final lap of this race. Will we see anyone throw it away on the final lap? What do we think? I've actually got a little faith. I feel like they can keep it together here. Lusky running wide.
Throwing it away.
But not on the final lap yet, so it doesn't count. Indeed.
Yeah, so the only really battle we got left is Nicky. If he can get a move past Cake. And Dusty actually crawling back into the DRS, so there's a lot of more straight line speed.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be enough. He needs to rely on an Edwin mistake here, I feel like.
Oh, Nicky got dropped. No DRS for Nicky. Cake has pulled his pants down there.
Yeah, pretty poor performance from the Williams team. Not what you're used to expecting. I mean, they're never usually insane, but they usually get a decent result. Ferrari are going to have to be happy with P5 and P6, in all honesty.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit amazed that Sui has ended up behind Lusky with all the issues that Lusky's had, but...
Straight line set. Locks up and loses a couple more places, down to 11. So now they are together.
And I had faith that it wouldn't happen. And
yeah, this is unfortunate.
I really want there to be a betting bot in the Coleslaw Discord, man. Could you imagine like today's special, like over and under on like 2 Nicky fuck ups or whatever in a race? That would be so much fun.
It's insane that your mind is so fixated on betting, man. It's really sad.
I bet it would be fun though. Across the line comes Palmer and takes the win despite the penalty. Unless Dace can ignite a jet engine on the back of that car. No, he can't. And it's P2 for him. Calirob going to take home another podium. The man he's doing well. He's having a
You
really
have
good
to wonder
season.
if someone like Dusty or some had driven a flawless race, they could have finished like P3, I think, at least. Because
Well,
Calirob
Calirob was
drove
in
in a
that fight.
complete
It
second
was
stint with wing damage.
literally Calirob, Lusky, Sui, Edwin. They were all there and abouts, but all of them had mistakes. They messed up. They threw it away. Lusky takes P6, a very strong finish though for Ferrari. A-Dub takes home P7, and there's a big lift at the line. Cake is going to be P8. P9 will be front line. Don't think Sharia is going to be close enough to make the move. Nikki takes home a disastrous P11. I think that's all that can be said, and that's the correct adjective to describe his current situation. We've got Knuckles then, will be the last man to cross the line, taking home P12. Gunnar lapped and down in P13.
Knuckles taking the medium 16 laps. So that is quite a while. Absolutely burning the battery on the last lap, Knuckles does, but yeah, doesn't gonna change anything. Well, I must say we have been absolutely spoiled with bosoners today.
Yeah, unbelievable, really. I'm not even sure what to say at this point. Serious discussions are going to have to be had, but there we go. There's our podium. All-American podium of got Palmer, Dace, and Calirob. California Road. Do 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 do. What on earth was that noise? Anyway, that's race over. We'll grab a quick race director in case there are any incidents. And I will say goodbye to you guys. I'm sure Landsey will do the same.
Goodbye, fellas.
We'll see you all next week.